Your story, obviously the family with your grandmother being murdered in the city of Compton, it's a second chance story. And you and your family have gone through this sense of forgiveness and moving from a place of tragedy to a place of hope. In terms of your ideas about forgiveness and just extending that second chance to maybe people would look at leaders of the Bloods and the Crips and say, those guys don't deserve a second chance. We just, sign them off, get them out of the city. But you really are being driven by this idea of grace and forgiveness. How does that impact sort of how you see the world and how you see the work at hand?
It's the core of what I truly believe in. When I think about that, God so loved the world that he gave his only son so that we would have life and have it abundantly. And, all of us, it says that all of our righteousness are comparable to filthy rags in comparison to Jesus. And so if we truly believe and we have received the forgiveness and the restoration and we've been set free from our sins, then we understand that the same resurrecting power that transformed us can transform any person, any city, any situation. There's nothing too hard for God. And so when I see a person, when I see a gang member, when I see a set of gangs, when I see a set of challenges in a community, when I see a community such as Compton that is comparable to Nazareth, and if any good thing can come out of Nazareth, then I just say surely great things can come out of the city of Compton, and they have. And I look at our lives as God's platform to get glory. And so if we seek to just give God glory, then everything we do will glorify him. And when I think about the transformation work that he's called me to do in the city of Compton, it's going to give him glory that when a city such as Compton transforms, its crime rate is down 78%, when educational attainment can increase with our kids going to school, when the community can be clean, when they can have additional jobs that have come in. We've had 1,200 new jobs come into the city of Compton. Our unemployment rate is down almost 6%. I mean, all of these things has happened in less than 2 years. And so when you think about the transformative power of Jesus in your life, in your family's life, there's nothing too hard for him. And we can't put a limit on the magnificence of God. And I think that we'll spend our whole life trying to grasp about how big he really is, but I just take one day at a time. And I don't look at it as that, wow, all these great things are happening or all these things are changing, but I just think about, okay, God, what do you want me to do today? I can't worry about tomorrow. I can't worry about what happened yesterday. I just have to focus on what I'm doing that day and knowing that and having the trust in him and in his wisdom and in his plan that all these things are going to come to pass. And whatever doesn't, it wasn't meant to be. And that gives us a freedom of failure. It gives us a freedom of being concerned about what people think. It gives us a freedom to walk boldly in the purpose that God has set for us. And because of that submission, and because of that trust, and because of that faith, God uses us as channels to transform amazing things. And so that's really how I approach everything, because when I think about my life, my marriage, my husband, his ministry, my ministry, I don't have to go far to just see how God's glory has been magnificent. So that's our charge, is to be able to say as Christians, we know God, and we have to be able to bring that light to a world that's filled with darkness.